Welcome to Annuity News Now. Today my guest is Jack Marrion, whom you may know heads a research consultancy focused on the annuity industry. He's co-written a book called Index Annuities A Suitable Approach. He co-wrote the work with financial advisor John Olsen. Jack, welcome to Annuity News Now.
My pleasure.
Well, let's begin by talking about what you hope to accomplish with this book.
The difference is the changes in the index annuities market. When the first book came out, Power and Protection, Index Annuities Power and Protection in 2003, the word suitability was never mentioned in the book. It's not in the index. There was no word because 7 years ago, the issue was market conduct, which is the ability insurance term. But in the last 7 years, what has changed is not the products as much as the environment of selling them. So this book reflects what index annuities are, how they work, the crediting methods, but it is 3.5 chapters on where they fit and where they don't fit, the suitability aspects.
Could you give us your thoughts, Jack, on the current regulatory environment?
The regulatory environment has gotten better because some of the issues have been defined. 151A, the SEC attempt was defeated. So we know that index annuities will remain fixed products and under the control of the state insurance regulators. And the state insurance regulators have stepped up to the plate with putting in a new suitability model reg that has some teeth in it that actually defines what suitability is and gives punishment for people that don't provide suitability in selling. And that's going to go a long way. And the states will be adopting that over the next year and 2 years. And that really should change the field.
Jack, do you see anything else happening in the immediate future?
Well, the big thing that we see is 90% of the index annuity sales have always been done by independent insurance agents, by annuity salesmen, as it were. And the change I think we're going to see, and we're starting to see now, is more of the broker-dealer community and banks and wirehouses, those type of people, will be selling index annuities and recognizing them for what they are, which is just another financial tool.
Jack, in your book, you compare index products with other types of annuity products. Can you talk about that?
We did that on two levels. One is a suitability where they fit and where they don't fit. I mean, we go into that a lot in the latter chapters where here's where an index annuity would be appropriate. Here's where an index annuity would not be appropriate. Here's where a fund would be appropriate, where an index annuity would not be appropriate. That sort of thing. So we try to define what fits and what doesn't fit. So that's been good. And the other part we do is I've been collecting returns of index annuities for years, so that's also in the book, the comparisons of how index annuities have actually performed compared with CDs primarily, bond funds, mutual funds, that sort of thing.
You co-wrote the book with John Olsen. Can you give us a little bit on John's background? There
wouldn't be a book without John Olsen because I haven't dealt with a real live customer since I think Reagan was in his first term. He's a financial planner. He's an advisor. He's an expert witness. He's a tax expert. He brought all these elements to the book to produce the suitability approach. I mean, he is the man that wrote the last chapters. So he takes the index annuity stuff that I teach from a research consulting standpoint and puts teeth into it.
Jack, sometimes index annuities get a bad rap. Do you think that that's justified, and do the new suitability standards answer these problems?
I think the suitability standards is answering most of the problems. I mean, the issue that the securities people were bringing up were two issues. One was these don't work, they don't provide returns, and we showed all the data showing, well, yes, they do, and they have. And then they switched to, but you're selling them unsuitably, and some of that's true. The new standard should address that.
One chapter in your book is about hypothetical and real returns. Can you explain that some?
Well, part of that is just talking about the real data that has been collected, because, again, I've been collecting index annuity return data since 1997. There's over 300 returns, much more, over 300 product returns going back to who laid the rail. So it just shows how these things have really done. The hypothetical part is really to see what to watch out for in hypotheticals. Beware a hypothetical that cherry picks its time frame. Beware a hypothetical that doesn't compare apples and apples, that sort of thing.
Once again, my guest is Jack Marrion. He heads a research consultancy focused on the annuity industry. The title of the book is Index Annuities, A Suitable Approach. Jack, thanks for your time.
I enjoy too. Happy Martin Luther King Day and yeehaw.
And you're watching Annuity News Now.